If you are a beginner piano player and you are looking for buying a piano keyboard to practice with, you will see a lot of piano keyboards come with different numbers of keys on the market. There are keyboards come with 25 keys, 32 keys, 49 keys, 76, or 88 keys. A lot of times the beginners will be telling themselves that since they are a beginner, they don't have to spend too much money for anything fancy. They don't have to buy a full-size piano keyboard. This is absolutely wrong. Just because you're a beginner, I strongly recommend you to buy a piano keyboard with 88 keys. And if you can spend a little bit more, buy a stem pedal. The reason why you must buy an 88 key piano keyboard is because if you want to learn anything seriously, you will start with some piano textbooks. So far, I've seen a lot of piano textbooks. Lots of them start with a range of 4 octaves for the beginners. Those people who start learning piano, they usually want to learn something that they enjoy playing. Most of the songs that you like or the famous ones, you will never be able to play them in a piano that's less than 88 keys. First and foremost, have an acoustic or digital piano ready before your first piano lesson. If you cannot afford any of this, buy a piano keyboard with 88 keys. Even if you're a beginner player, try not to buy a piano keyboard with less than 88 keys. The second is to have a piano book that teaches you how to read the notes. It would be better if this book comes with some note naming exercise. Being able to read the notes is a very important skill if you want to become a good pianist. Last but not least is to have a metronome to practice with. You can use the metronome that comes with your digital piano, but it's better if you can buy a metronome that can count 1, 2, 3, 4 for you. It will be easier for you to play the right notes on the right beat. Once you have the above gadgets ready, find a piano teacher that can guide you through every step. And please do not forget to study and practice hard after each piano lesson. For the beginners, it can be a little bit difficult to understand how to use pedal. There is one very simple tip to follow when you use the pedal. That is, after you play the first note in a bar, you immediately press down the pedal. For example, if in the first bar there are C, E, G, F 4 notes. After you play the first note C, you immediately press down the pedal and hold for E, G, F until you play the first note of the second bar. So for example, if the second bar is again C, E, G, F, after you play second bar C, you quickly release the pedal and press down. Just repeat the same action for the following bars. There are a few simple steps for the beginner piano players to follow for their daily piano practice. The first step is to play the piece from beginning to the end, hands separately and hands together. At this step, you get familiar with this piece. The second step is to sing and play the piano at the same time. Sing the melodies while you're practicing playing piano will help you to concentrate. If you're a beginner, it helps you to recognize the notes better. If you are more advanced, it will help you to memorize this piece faster. The last step is to count and play the piano at the same time. If you have a metronome, practice with the metronome. This will help to improve your timing. Repeat the above steps several times until you perfect it.